Popp has been leading a Bible quizzing team here at Hope Community Church, and he's got some just great things to share about the ministry that has wrapped up for this school year. Go ahead, Nick.
Hello. You want to show that slide there? Oh, there we go. All right. Oh, I cut off my head a little bit. That's all right. Yeah, this is the team. So just to kind of give you an idea of how Bible quizzing structure works. Most of the season, we've got a local team that practices in this church building. Well, two teams, I guess, that practice in this church building. And that goes through February, kind of beginning of school year up through February. After that, the local season ends, and then the national season begins. And so this team that you see up behind me here was the team I was helping coach for the national season. And that was the nationals. So the nationals team, they take all the students in this area, and they kind of put them on teams based on what their skill level is and how capable they are. And so they're not necessarily our local group. They might be from anywhere in the Twin Cities area over in Wisconsin. Some are up north a little ways. So in that case, one of the girls, the one to the furthest right, is actually in our group. The rest are all from different areas. Some of them up north or in Wisconsin or different places around. So I helped coach that team with Mrs. Blackford, who I didn't know her very well prior to this year. Her husband has been coaching almost every year for as long as I've been involved in quizzing. So this is the first time I think that she's been helped coach since I've been involved. So I assistant coached with her, which is the first time I've assistant coached a team. I've always been head coaching, so it felt a little weird. I wasn't sure what to do with myself. So my team, we don't place very well at the nationals, but they did all memorize scripture, and that's kind of the point of it. And that's one of the things that I think is really, like in any sport, it's true that there's some character building and learning how to lose and still have a good attitude about it. I think that's especially true with Bible quizzing, and you're also memorizing verses that help give you that wisdom of how to deal with that and remember that it's okay to if you don't achieve what you were hoping to achieve in competition-wise. But I think it was still beneficial to everybody who was involved, and people so on my lower level team, we were considered, I think, second or third to the bottom of our teams from our local ministry, but all the quizzers memorized at least 2 or 3 chapters of material, and so I think that compared to other memorization programs I've done, that's still a pretty large amount. I think that's really beneficial to people, and it's hard to always know because sometimes with younger kids especially, they aren't necessarily very open on what they're going through, what are they thinking through. And a lot of times, one of the older girls on the team, she started to open up a little more about, what's are things that she's learning through the verses that she's memorizing. I feel like for my job in this team was mostly to be kind of encouragement to people, help them to memorize, help them to study, help talk through a little bit, what are the verses meaning, give an example of how to have a good attitude about winning, whether we win or lose. That's a lot of what we had here. So, if anyone's interested in getting involved in helping quizzing, we normally practice on Tuesdays here at church in the basement. This summer, it used to be that we only did practices just during the school year, and the last couple of years, the kids have been very excited to get early starts on that. And so the one kid, Tov Tachik, started, nationals was still happening, it wasn't even over, and he's already asking, when are we going to start practices in the summer so I can get started next year? So this next Tuesday, we're going to be in the basement practicing again. We'll probably practice about every second week throughout the summer, and then when the school year starts, we'll be practicing every week again. So I think local group last year had about, I think it was 13 teenagers, and we had 4 adults helping run that. There's a good chance this next year we're going to end up with a few more, so we might need a couple more people to help. So if anyone's interested in helping volunteer for that, that would be appreciated.